Faced with difficult times, we had to make some decisions about what to do with this site. This is a 30-acre campus, and the nature of what we do here has changed over the years that we have been here. There was this opportunity to turn this into a retail redevelopment area. We just hit the market at the wrong time. But that brought way to new invention and new thought about what we would do with this site.
Norgren is an engineering and design firm. Everything we do needs to be what can make us more effective, more competitive, more efficient, able to compete locally, able to compete globally. And when we looked at this, we made decisions about this building on all of those fronts.
Our last building was really representative of the historical Norgren, which was more about discrete product manufacture and design in large numbers. Really, the business model that we're moving towards is about highly integrated, cross-functional, customer-facing teams that truly develop in-depth relationships with our customers and produce highly engineered systems. What this lab and the associated machine shop really gives us the ability to do is take a concept off a piece of paper and produce a fully functioning prototype in a matter of hours and days, when previously it would have been days and weeks. We can then bring that prototype into this laboratory, and within these four walls we can represent the extremes of any environment that we'll find in our market, whether that be a Class 8 truck going down the road, in our rail sector, medical, or oil, chemical and gas.
It's important for us to be here and celebrate Norgren today because of your, I think, continued commitment to innovation and growing and expanding your operations and products. Today you have 6,000 employees spread out among 7 different countries, and yet your worldwide headquarters are here in Littleton. It is a testament to the people and the management at Norgren, but it's also, we think, a great part of our business environment here in the state that we've worked so hard to create. We need businesses like yours to lead the way out of the recession. We absolutely do. And so I just stand here on behalf of the people of the state and tell you we are very grateful that you've made this decision to remain in Colorado, that you made a decision to expand.
I'd like to echo Governor Ritter. We are very pleased that Norgren is staying here. And wow, what a difference 2 years makes. In September 2007, the Denver Business Journal was running an article. They had a headline saying manufacturing giant Norgren ponders move from 1957 home. I was talking to the reporter for the Denver Business Journal a couple weeks ago, and she asked, "Aren't you disappointed that they're staying?" I said, absolutely not. She said, but you would have been able to redevelop that into something. She says that it's kind of this 60s looking cinder block building. And you know, when I look at it, what I see is jobs. It may be a 60s looking cinder block building, but I see money, I see jobs, I see industry, I see something that's good for the city.
When we look at Colorado in terms of staying here, it is the skill of the employees. It's this great environment. It's the attraction that people have to come here. It's the entrepreneurialism that is in Colorado, and it's in the educated workforce that we find here that really gives us this desire to remain and to build and to continue to grow this company here within Colorado.
So it seems through all the dust, all the dirt, all the hammering, all the sawing, all the chaos, frankly, emerges a world-class building that really does exude the technology-oriented business that we are today.
It might be hard to imagine, but in the 1860s, Littleton was on the wild frontier of the Colorado Territory. Historic sites interpreter Vic Watson brings the past to life on the 1860s and 1890s living history farms at the Littleton Museum. Today, he's reaching back 150 years to show the important role firearms played in the life of Littleton pioneers.
In the early 1860s, firearms technology had reached a peak, which was accented by the Civil War here in America, and it made weapons that were on the cutting edge of technology available to settlers in the West, and especially those that we were interested, those that came to Littleton. A gun is a tool, nothing more, nothing less. It has a job to do just like any other tool you bring out here. The 1860s version of fast food was being able to take your rifle out, shoot a rabbit, fry him up there on the spot, and eat him, as compared to planting a crop, waiting 3 months for it to grow.
Vic demonstrates some of the firearms Littleton pioneers may have used. A Hawken rifle.
The standard weapon that you would have seen out in this part of the country or anywhere else in the West.
The Sharps rifle. A Henry rifle.
You had capability of firing 17 times before you had to reload.
And a double-barrel shotgun.
2 triggers.
Visitors learn why bullets spin and how a rifle barrel works.
The bullet is just a little bit oversized, just a little bit bigger than the bore, so it fits really tight, and it does what it actually sees at the bore where it is, and as it goes down the barrel, it turns and takes the rifling just the way it sees it. And sure, of course, it happens like that, and so that bullet grabs that rifling and is gone, and as soon as it leaves the bore, it's spinning pretty good.
For safety, Vic is firing the Hawken rifle with a wax ball instead of a lead ball that would have been used in the 1860s. But the highlight of the day is an opportunity to handle the reproduction artifacts.
How was it?
Awesome.
All right.
The Littleton Museum is an amazing resource to learn about the history of Littleton, what life was like back in the 1860s, and the program we saw today on the firearms of that time period was fascinating to learn about the technology and how it was developing, and the chance to fire a muzzleloader was really special.
Here at the museum, we do programs almost every week to represent life aspects during the 1860s and the 1890s. Those events are published quarterly on a quarterly calendar that tells a little bit about each program. And if you'd like to know more, you can call us here at the museum, or you can check us out on our website.
Experience the Littleton Museum. It's right across from Bemis Library. The museum is open Tuesday through Sunday. Call 303-795-3950 for more information.